You're weak. Get strong. Be so strong that you change your environment and instead of having your environment affect you. If you are at cause over your environment, now you're a winner. Winners are at cause over their environment. Losers are at effect. It's a toxic relationship. He's toxic. She's toxic. My boss is toxic. Oh, there's smells in the room. We can't have perfume. I'm sensitive to perfume. Oh, I'm sensitive to that. I'm sensitive to this. You're weak. Okay? You're weak.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
All right, so here's the basic philosophy for those of you who aren't familiar. Your income is going to be the average of your 5 best friends. So think about that right now. Who are your 5 best friends? Your income is going to be the average of your 5 best friends. Many of you have to find some new friends. Next, your attitude is going to be the average of your 5 best friends. Your attitude is going to mimic the people you associate with. Think about this. Aristotle Onassis, who at the time was one of the richest men on planet Earth, said in his opinion, the number one key to success was who you associate with, who you hang around. Every person puts out a frequency. Every person puts out a vibration based on their thought patterns. Some people are low vibration people, and we know this. Some people are high vibration people, and we know this as well. You know, some people are so negative. There was one guy I knew who was so negative. Everybody called the guy Sunshine. Because as soon as he left the room, the whole room brightened up. Some of you walked into rooms and houses where people, maybe a married couple, got divorced and they were fighting all the time and they were going to sell the house, and you walk in and you're going, ugh, I can just feel the terrible energy. Versus you go into a house or a room and you could feel the love that was there. Energy permeates physical objects, but it also affects us even more. So when we associate with people that are negative, that are not upbeat, that are always critical and judgmental, it is going to have an effect on us. So how do we change that situation? Because the ideal scene is your friends and the people that you work with and the people you spend time with and the people that you associate with are all motivated, upbeat people. Isn't it interesting when you find a superstar in any industry that some of the people they went to school with are also superstars? I was just listening to Tom Brady talk about how he was in school and Bob Greasy's son was there as well, who became an NFL quarterback. So you associate with winners and you become like them. Success breeds success. So with that in mind, how do we change our friends? First and foremost, by improving ourselves. It's always all about becoming a better you. It's investing your time and money in personal development, working on your attitude, getting what's inside you motivated, getting what's inside you inspired, getting what's inside you positive. It's always not, forget about changing other people. You can't. And stop blaming other people or blaming your circumstances because you can't. You change on what's on the inside, and that comes out and your situation automatically improves without you trying. You focus on yourself. Don't try to change the other guy, make him positive, get him motivated, get him inspired. Forget about that. Work on yourself. So how do you change these situations? Number one, if you just work on yourself, the situation will magically change. I've seen this hundreds of times in the last 35 years, 40 years, as I've been talking about this, where people say, I'm in a toxic, you ever hear this? I'm in a toxic work environment. Oh, really? So you are susceptible to the negative influence of other people. So you're weak. Is that what you're saying? No, but the environment's so toxic. Yeah, you're weak. No, it's toxic. You're weak. You're weak. Get strong. Be so strong that you change your environment and have it, instead of having your environment affect you. If you are at cause over your environment, now you're a winner. Winners are at cause over their environment. Losers are at effect. It's a toxic relationship. He's toxic. She's toxic. My boss is toxic. Oh, there's smells in the room. We can't have perfume. I'm sensitive to perfume. Oh, I'm sensitive to that. I'm sensitive to this. You're weak. Okay? You're weak. 30 years ago, I'd use a couple of other expletives, which are politically incorrect today, referring to a woman and referring to a man's sexual preference. Can't say that today, but in the old days we would, and nobody, because we didn't know we were offending anybody at the time. We didn't think so. Now we see, we kind of learn our lesson. But you're weak. Work on yourself, and when you start working on yourself, guess what magically happens? What magically happens is, a perfect example. I was talking to this, I was slapping somebody around that I knew and cared about, and they said, "My God, this is the fire of the guru." Because they came to me as a guru, and I'm in a toxic work environment, and after I slapped them around a few times, not figuratively, okay, I did hit them a few times, but it wasn't hard. After I slapped him around a few times, told him to smarten up and work on himself. He did. I said, just forget about the other people, just work on improving your positivity and your frequency. 3 months later, maybe, came to me and said, "You're not going to believe this." I said, "Believe me, I'll believe it." I says, "Everything changed in your office, right?" He goes, "How did you know?" I go, "I can see it." He goes, "Yeah, you wouldn't know." Well, number one, I got transferred. So all the people that were in that office that were toxic, I got transferred into another department. And this new department, you wouldn't believe it. I go, "I will believe it. All the people were positive and enthusiastic and like health-oriented and meditative." Yeah, they did yoga. They used to go all together out and do yoga at night, and they would meditate together twice a day. I couldn't believe it. They were all like, drinking herbal teas, and they were very enthusiastic, and they were always saying positive things and patting you on the back. And man, what a different environment. I goes, yeah. Guess what changed? Your environment matches your frequency. If you are in a toxic environment, everybody, that means you are the toxic one. It's your frequency that's attracting that into your environment. So in answer to this particular question, what happens when you're in a relationship that you don't think is helpful or healthy or beneficial to you? How do you cut these people off? You can certainly disengage. You can disconnect. You can simply not talk to them anymore. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this with everyone you know. I'm Kevin Trudeau. Looking forward to seeing you Wednesday, 1 o'clock, Chicago time.